Hey everybody, welcome to Rebootleggers. This is a comedy podcast about movies and TV and books where we reboot things that have said are very good. I'm Scott Owen.
I'm Frank Serra.
It's President's Day weekend here in America, and I don't know what President's Day is for.
I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
What's it for?
The presidents.
Yeah, but what do we do with them?
I don't think we do anything with them. When it's someone's birthday, what do you do with them?
So this is all the president's birthdays? Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It was created for George Washington's birthday.
Yeah, it was George Washington's birthday, and then people wanted to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's birthday, and then everyone was like,
the 12th.
Hold on, there's a lot of presidents. Let's just iron it out.
Yeah, let's see. When was this created as a national holiday? The Uniform Federal Holidays Act of 1971.
Well,
according to that act, the observance can occur between February 15th and 21st inclusive.
Speaking of greatest American heroes, Scott.
I get a 3-day weekend, which I'm very excited about.
Way to burn that segue. Speaking of great American classics, Scott.
Do you not get a 3-day weekend?
No, I don't. Stuart Little.
You want to talk about Stuart Little?
We want to talk about Stuart Little.
He's a rat boy.
No segues, because you made me use two.
Mm-hmm. I really wanted to talk about President's Day more, but you didn't want to.
Stuart Little President's Day. Let's keep that in mind.
Stuart runs for president.
It could be like, well, I was going to say it could be like White House Down, but with Stuart Little.
What's White House Down? Are you thinking of Olympus Has Fallen?
They're the same movie, yeah.
White House Down? Are you sure you're not? White House Down is a movie.
Isn't it the same movie as Olympus Has Fallen?
I didn't know it was a movie. I thought maybe you were combining Olympus Has Fallen and Black Hawk Down, but no, you're right. This came out in 2013.
Yeah. It came out like in the same month as Olympus Has Fallen.
Who was in this? Channing
Channing and Jamie Foxx.
And Jamie Foxx. Which one of them is the secret? Oh, I remember this.
So anyway.
So you want Stuart Little to be the president or to be rescuing the president?
We're not even remotely there yet, are we?
No. Stuart Little is a book originally. We're rebooting the Michael J. Fox movie?
I think so. That's more culturally relevant. And also, I've seen that one. I haven't read the book.
Because in the book, he's a rat boy.
Yeah, the book's weird.
A very tiny anthropomorphic half rat, half boy. Which, E.B. White was into some weird shit. That's a weird thing to do. So it's a boy, he gets adopted, he sails a boat.
Yeah, like a little, he can fit in a cup. He can fit in a shoe.
He can fit just about anywhere.
He can fit in a pencil case.
What do you want to do with Stuart, do you think?
If only our show had some kind of predefined structure, Scott.
Well, yeah, but have you ever do you know The Mouse and the Motorcycle?
I know of it, but I haven't experienced the story myself.
It's a book by Beverly Cleary about a mouse named Ralph who rides around on a motorcycle, and he makes it go just by making engine sounds, and he can do that with any toy vehicle.
Holy shit. And he only uses it on toy vehicles, this immense power?
That's maybe a more interesting thing than Rat Boy Gets Adopted. I don't know. I know you've seen Stuart Little, and I'm sorry to try to give you this hard pivot.
Does anything in the rules say that Stuart Little and Ralph aren't friends?
Okay.
Here's the thing. If you are a 4-inch tall mouse man living with humans, do you not look for other 4-inch tall mouse men? we can get what's his name from Flushed Away.
Flushed Away. Hang on.
The Hugh Jackman vehicle, Flushed Away.
About a
greaser gang mouse.
What? British American computer animated action adventure comedy. Is this by
You've really never seen Flushed Away?
Is this by the studio, what's it, Aardman's? Is this an Aardman's joint?
It is, yeah.
Oh, I bet it's so good. Is it good?
It's widely reviewed as being good, and I remember it being good.
Damn. Hugh Jackman's a greaser, huh?
Aardman being the people that make Wallace and Gromit. And also Chicken Run.
One of the greatest
the highest grossing stop motion film of all time.
All time.
So, the mouse from Flushed Away.
So you want to have them all team up in kind of an Avengers scenario.
Oh, yes. Now I do. Now that you said that.
Okay, well, so now do we have to...
Animated Mice people. Pretty much those three. I know that, someone is yelling at their car stereo right now. You're forgetting Mickey Mouse. We're not.
Yeah, no,
He's
this
not
is
here.
explicitly for mice who live in a human world.
Yeah.
And Mickey does not. You ever think about, though, in Disney, like, I'm sure anyone has talked about this, but like, what do they think when they see other animals in their world? Like, what does Donald Duck think when he just sees a regular bird?
Mm-hmm. I mean, we haven't even a much closer scenario is Goofy owns a dog.
No, Mickey owns a dog. Mickey is best friends with a dog and owns a dog. The dog's name is Pluto.
And like Pluto don't talk. Pluto's a dog.
Right.
And then Goofy goes to Mickey's house and he sees a dog bowl and Pluto eating on the floor.
Right. Mickey or at least Minnie owns a cat, and Pete and PJ are cats.
But they're not best friends.
No, but Pete's kind of best friends with Goofy, but like he's an asshole to him. But like,
yeah,
Pete sucks. Like, I don't like him. He's kind of a real doucher.
Yeah, but mice.
Mice though. In a human
and we're not
world,
talking about Dibney.
No Dibney. Although, I mean, we can talk about. I think if you want, Ratatouille can come back.
Ratatouille can come back. Maybe he's kind of the Nick Fury.
So do we need to? This is almost shaping up to be an unconventional episode, because in segment 1 we're supposed to talk about what we like and what we don't like about the movie.
Everyone kind of gets Stuart Little. We really don't need to, I think, go over it, I guess, right?
Yeah, so you just want to take Stuart Little and...
Let's just fucking go.
You just want to take him, so we're going to skip straight to segment 2, called When and Where. Feels so naughty, where we establish our setting and genre. So this is here's the question: if this is an event, the Avengers of the Mouse People world, none of them is the main character, right?
Yeah, I guess they all had solo movies before this, which they did.
They did. They all had solo movies before this. Or is it there's Captain America: Civil War, which is about Captain America, but it has all the other Avengers in it.
Yeah. Is this the Motorcycle Mouse movie?
His name's Ralph.
Okay, is this the Motorcycle Mouse movie? Because there wasn't one of those.
Oh, that's right. There wasn't one. It was a book. Oh, wait, no, there was a movie. I saw it.
In 1986, there was a direct-to-VHS movie.
Yeah, I saw it in 2nd grade. It was one of those, like, you guys do good enough for this many. Once you earn enough points or whatever, then we can have a movie day in school.
I have some friends that are teachers, and it was probably more like, I have a hangover, let's show a movie.
Probably. So yeah, in that book, the mouse there's a boy who, the mouse lives in a hotel, and the boy comes
a person
to the
hotel or a mouse hotel?
A person hotel.
For free?
Well, yeah, the hotel doesn't know that...
he lives in the walls.
There's a whole colony of mice that live in this hotel, and they have to hide from the humans so that they don't get killed. And then a human boy shows up, and he has a toy motorcycle, and Ralph, sits on it but can't get it to go. And then the boy finds him, and he teaches him how to make it to go by making engine sounds. And then Ralph, rides around on it, and then at some point he loses it, and the boy loses his trust in Ralph. And then the boy gets very, very sick, and he will die if they don't get him an aspirin. And Ralph knows he saw an aspirin that's under a bookshelf somewhere or something, but he needs to get to it fast. So then he borrows the boy's ambulance, which he can make go by making ambulance siren sounds. And then he gives the boy an aspirin, and then the boy is fine. And then the boy gives him back the motorcycle to keep forever. So he clearly has some magical ability, this mouse.
Mm-hmm.
He is,
and he might be the only one with magical ability. Of the mice crew.
Well, Ratatouille can mind control you through your hair.
Ratatouille can mind control people, yeah.
He can physically control you through your hair. I don't know that he can change what you think through your hair, though. He can just control what you do.
I think it's just puppetry.
Yeah. And then Stuart is just regular.
Yeah, Stuart is the Hawkeye of the situation.
Hawkeye. I thought you said hot guy, and I was like, interesting.
He might be the hottest mouse. It's not really up to me to decide that, I guess.
And then
I want flushed away. Hold on a second. I gotta look up this dude's name.
His name is Roddy. Roddy St. James.
Fuck yes, dude. So Roddy, I want to be. He's Hugh Jackman, so he's an Australian mouse.
Mm-hmm.
I think Hugh Jackman uses his real accent in the movie. It's been a while, but he's got the toilet. So Roddy's whole thing is basically that if the Fonzie was a mouse, because he's got the jacket and he's got the cuffed jeans.
That's Sid.
And he's got the hair.
That's Sid.
It's been a long time since I've seen this movie.
According to Wikipedia, Roddy St. James is an upper-class pet rat who makes his home in a posh Kensington flat. While his owners are away on holiday, a common sewer rat named Sid comes spewing out of the sink.
Oh, there we go.
Sid's the fat
one. Okay, so Sid is a soccer hooligan.
Yeah, but...
And Roddy's like a normal Australian
In this
mouse.
poster, it looks like Roddy is wearing a tuxedo, and Sid is wearing the greaser clothes and has a shirt that's too small for him, so you see his tummy because he's round.
Mm-hmm. He's a real... Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, that's right. Roddy's got the tuxedo. Okay.
I gotta see this movie. Also, it says it's from the creators of Shrek.
That may be true. Oh, this was co-produced by DreamWorks. Oh my god.
Yeah, DreamWorks is involved. Oh my gosh. So I searched Fleshed Away, and then I scroll down on the Google page, and there is they have those like boxes of like other searches that show a list of things. It's just a box. It says rat movies. So we've got, according to Google, rat movies are Ratatouille, fantastic. Oh shit, Frank, great mouse detective. He lives in a human world.
Oh, he's the Sherlock Holmes of the group.
Also, the Rats of Nim.
The
Secrets of
how big are we making?
I don't know. I don't necessarily want to go too big. I kind of just wanted to make a movie about a rat who can turn on anything. Fievel Goes West.
This is going completely sideways.
An American Tail. Google does consider the 2007 TMNT movie as a rat movie because Splinter's in it.
There's movies with rats, and then there's rat movies.
Do you think Splinter's in our movie? We really gotta lock this down. We gotta rein this in. It says Muppets from Space is a rat movie. Okay, you guys are just...
Muppets aren't like our animals, right?
No, animals are our animals.
Well, yeah, but not animal.
No, animals... something else entirely.
There's a lot of horror movies about rats.
Yeah, it turns out. Okay, so... Okay, we've got to do...
Fucking Despero?
What's his deal? He's got a sword and big ears?
He's got a tail? I don't know.
Well, of course he's got a tail.
It was after our time, but it was big with the Childs in 2008.
Yeah, the Childs. Okay, I'm thinking... Let's keep it tight. Stuart Little and...
I'll say 5 or 6 maximum.
Stuart Little, Ralph... Roddy, Ratatouille, and
one more.
Yeah, who was the other one that we already mentioned? Maybe we didn't.
It was Rats. The Rats of Nim was an option.
Do we want just Roddy's girlfriend in there, or the Rats of Nim, and we get what's her face? Who's the mom? Mrs. Brisby is her name. Of course, her name is just Mrs. Brisby.
So she just kind of brandishes a rolling pin.
So is she in this? Is she... What's the plot? What are they trying to do, these mice? I mean, I guess that's later, but this is our setting. So what brought them together? Is it just...
What do they need to do?
Is it just like all mice know each other type of thing? Is it like... Maybe like...
there's some kind of... Because like something happens and then the mice like come to a central location.
Right. Something brings the mice together. Maybe Stuart...
Cats become the president. Is that anything?
I don't know that that's anything. I really want to explore this ability that Ralph has and able to just turn anything into...
He is the only... Him and Ratatouille are the only supernatural mice.
Yeah, and supernatural mice is interesting. I mean, the Rats of Nim are all...
Maybe the ancient ones, all mice in the ancient times, had great and terrible powers. And that is why the gods had to strike their race into the tiny small creatures with no powers. But now that the cats are coming back up in the world, the rat gods are reemerging.
There's like some Okay, the rat gods are reemerging, or they're like maybe descendants of some of the original ones. So some of the powers are there, or is this like a Hitchcock situation where they're literally just like angels who...
And I don't ever want to make anything that's like Hitchcock. Accidentally or otherwise.
Hitchcock had the bones, but not. It couldn't follow through. Okay, so the rat gods are back. Okay, so let's
Like Egypt was cats, right? Or it was all cats.
Mhm.
But that was all propaganda. And then the rat gods of ancient Sumeria,
Okay.
they had great and terrible powers and shaped the earth.
At the end of Ratatouille, is the public aware of the fact that he runs a rat restaurant?
I don't remember in the movie, but I think they are.
Because I'm just thinking there's gonna be some serious repercussions that come about when it is revealed that this rat can control humans through their hair.
Angry rebels firebomb the restaurant, and then other rats hearing about a magic rat begin a pilgrimage.
They begin a pilgrimage, and maybe like, is this a legend that the rats are aware of? Like, the rat gods will return.
Oh, but it's thought to be a fairy tale.
But so then maybe they start to seek out other rat gods. Like, there's got to be more. And then we find Ralph.
Are there others?
There's got to be at least one other. Well, here's the thing. Ratatouille's a rat. Ralph is a mouse. So it's not only rats.
Yeah.
Are
they all? Wait, is Ratatouille the only rat?
Flushed away, they're rats, but they're not.
They're rats.
But can we find at least one other magic mouse that's not Mickey wearing that hat?
Fiction.
I mean, there's Mighty Mouse. Do we pull him in there?
There's Mighty Mouse. Would you consider? Nobody in Redwall's magic. I don't really want to get into Redwall.
I don't really want to get into Redwall either. That's just Despero. That's just mouse with sword. I want mouse with weird ability. Stuart can talk to cats.
Yeah, he's got the gift of gab like the wild thornberries.
Stuart does wear clothes where other mice do not.
List of fictional rodents.
Maybe this movie, how about this, Frank? We decide what Stuart's power is because he is a rat god, and that's what this movie is about. Is Stuart realizing that he's one of the rodent kings.
Stuart is the only one that has successfully integrated into human society. So I think that he is an avatar of one of the trickster rats.
Okay. But he doesn't know it.
No, but he uses his power subconsciously to make humans accept him.
Okay, so what is his what is he like, illusion magic, telepathy? Like, how does he do that? Is he just because it seems like he's kind of just very charming.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea of maybe some illusion where like they see the cute cartoon mouse and not like the reality of what that would be.
Yeah, I want him to be unaware of his status as rodent.
Oh
divinity.
yeah, he's not aware of the rodent god's power.
So who's hunting the rodents? Is it the humans who? Because I feel like there's got to be another faction to this. There's got to be like.
So obviously, cats are like the big deal, right? Cats are like oh man, like the cats are taking over the country.
We have to, like, they see the signs and they're like, oh, this is happening. It's happening again, maybe. And throughout history, like the cats or whoever have been like they've been successfully like dispatching the new like rodent deities.
Oh, yes, I got you. Every time the rat gods begin to get a foothold, the cats stomp it out.
Yeah.
And like crush them back down.
And so what is it about this time? So okay. Stuart, they can't get to Stuart, or they're coming for him. And maybe Ralph and Ratatouille run to save, like, they show up specifically to like save Stuart. Because they're already aware of the situation.
What about this? What if normally humans are not even aware of these conflicts, right? But Stuart has successfully integrated into human society. So then when the cats come for him, Like, literally, like, his human family is like, shoo, get out of here. And, like, stops the cat.
They've been successfully keeping the cats away from him.
Yeah.
But it's been getting harder and harder.
Mm-hmm.
So then, okay. So we've got this ongoing war, like, between the cats and the rodents. And cats are in power, and rodents are trying to rise up with their... What do cats have? Do they have powers? Do they have their gods?
Probably, yeah, probably. And, I mean, they've got, like, the dope gods, right? Like, they've got, like, Set the tiger and, like, Bast.
Oh, Bast.
And, like, other...
They've got,
Other ones.
Other ones. Yeah, that's fine. Cats have ruled for quite a while, and, okay, so that's our setting. Genre, I guess it's like an action-y movie-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get to our next segment called Who Can It Be?
Who can it be now?
Let's really get into the whiskers.
Let's talk about let's talk about let's talk about cast.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, we're gonna get as much as we can. Michael J. Fox is Stuart Little. Hugh Jackman is Roddy.
Oh, right. We got to figure out how Roddy fits into this team.
I think that Roddy is like I don't want to keep actually hitting the Avengers, but this is kind of working out. Roddy is their Tony Stark-ish, like, I will just buy the hotel, like, we will have a helicopter.
He's a very rich
just
guy.
Rich guy.
Yeah, okay, that checks out. Okay.
And then there's gonna be, like, Ready Player One cameos of the other mice.
Yeah.
Rats. You're gonna get your Fievel and your Detective Mouse. I don't know his name.
My Detective Mouse.
And maybe a really smart mouse named Algernon.
Oh. According to the Wikipedia entry of The Secret of Nim, Mrs. Brisby gets an amulet that gives magical powers when its wearer is courageous, and that's all it says.
Hell yes, that's in there. And other mice. And Rappert from Dilbert.
No. I mean, he can be in a background shot for sure.
Yeah. And the Hickory Dickory Dock.
What's his deal?
He's the mouse that ran up the clock.
Oh. What if that's three mice named Hickory, Dickory, and Doc?
Hickory Dickory and Doc. Oh, yes. And if they hold hands, they're precogs.
Okay, yes. Or no, their powers should be time related.
Yeah, they look forward in time. That's how I got that.
Oh, precog. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Mm-hmm.
And there's a
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a third one.
Okay, so who's playing all these characters? Where are Dylan and Cole?
Are they cats?
You want them to be cats?
I want them to be cats, I think. I think that they can ride the line of like that like feline smugness.
What if one's a cat, one's a rat? What if one's Ralph and one's the big bad guy cat?
Okay, yeah. The big bad guy cat, his name is...
I need you to name him right now and then describe the type of cat he can be. And
yeah,
point of order. Are we talking house cats or any cat in the cat kingdom all the way up to lions?
We are talking cats versus dogs, house cats.
Okay, so we're not going all the way up to jungle cats.
No. I want like a like a Maine Coon and just like hair everywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like big pointy ears. And his name is Mr. Whiskers.
I feel like you can do better than Mr. Whiskers.
His name is
Robert Paulson.
No, don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
His name is like Neil.
Neil. Just like
No,
Trevor.
Percival.
Percival's good. Okay.
Percival Whiskers.
Percival Whiskers. You sure you don't want him to be just like Dr. Harris Bonkers?
No, I'm so sure.
Okay.
I'm 1,000%. Don't even bring that name up again.
Okay, so Ralph will be Cole. Percival will be Dylan. You got Hugh Jackman as Roddy. Michael J. Fox as Stuart. You want to get Patton Oswalt back in here for just get everybody?
Hell yes. Hell yes. And additional voices will be played by mostly real mice and cats. We're going to have a Chewbacca situation.
Where some of the mice just squeak, but
And,
everyone
like-
can understand them.
Yes, that's right, General. We will be advancing our troops forward.
Only the deities can speak.
Yes.
I don't know. That feels weird, but I'm into it. I guess I'm into it. Okay, so
There's going to be subtitles for the rest.
run me through the team again just so that we can check the boxes.
Roddy spends the money, throws paper left and right. Rat money is probably like buttons and string and still credit cards like Amex Black.
Okay.
Stuart Little, trickster god,
Trickster God. The chosen one, even maybe?
maybe a chosen one.
He's okay.
Roddy is obviously a god of luck and fortune, right?
Oh, perfect. Ratatouille is the god of, like, he's like Bacchus. He's like harvest and bounty.
And drunken rages.
Yeah, Ratatouille's all about drunken rages in this for sure.
He holds revels.
Yes, he certainly does.
What's the other one we said?
What's the other one that we said? Shit, this is why we do this.
Roddy, Stuart Little,
Ralph,
Ratatouille the
fucking
mouse.
Ralph.
Ralph.
He's the machine god.
He's the machine god.
He's Hephaestus,
He's the god of industry and the forge.
god of the forge. He can just breathe. He is much sought after by bad guys because he's basically a free source of clean energy.
Mm-hmm.
Unlimited power comes from that mouse.
He makes big weapon.
And he said,
things.
yeah, you just have to say pew, pew, and they shoot.
Yeah. Or swing, and then the sword cuts, even though it's a little plastic. One of those little plastic deli swords.
Yeah, one of those little, like, you put through the olives.
Through the sand in the sandwich.
In the sandwich, little deli swords.
But then you say swing, and it cuts
And they're
clean
like,
through
what?
a man.
And they're like, what? You ever see the movie The Borrowers? Unrelated. But
I never actually seen it, but I know what it is.
I think I just realized that the Mr. Weasley from Harry Potter's in that movie.
Are any of them mouse?
No, but in the books they have like mouse ears and tails. Okay, so let's get to our final segment called What's Going On. Let's plot this bitch out. Here's what I'm thinking for an opening scene. It's following. We pick up Stuart Little where he's been left off, where he is with his family. The dude's into boat races, because in the first one
he just won the super.
Because in the first one he rides in his human brother's remote control boat, but then for some reason like one of the sails breaks, and then Stuart like fixes it and sails it like a real sailboat. So I think he just rides in the boat. But then I do think he crashes into a toy motorboat that Ralph is on, and that's how he meets Ralph. Yeah. Ralph is just cruising, making boat sounds, whatever boat sounds are. He just makes like the creaking dock sounds instead, like the wood. He doesn't make like motorboat engine sounds. He makes the sounds of like a creaking sail. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Maybe Ralph is fleeing from their enemies.
Yeah, that's good.
And because Stuart needs to get thrown into this
and
world.
everyone knows cats hate water. Everyone
knows that cats hate water. Stuart gets thrown into this world. Against his will. Like we're doing a hero's journey situation. Mm-hmm. Stuart's not prepared.
Stuart doesn't even know about like the plight of mouse kind because his life's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ralph then is like their boats crash. Cats start coming, and then do Ralph and Stuart, like, I assume they got to get saved by Stuart's human family, and Ralph gets taken there, and then Ralph's like, hey man, we got to get out of here, they're coming for us.
Yeah, and he goes, who's coming for us? Because he's gonna be the audience surrogate.
Mm-hmm. And then cat ninjas through the window.
Yeah. So that's not a sound effect. The cat goes
oh, okay. Yeah. And then so that they fight him off. Or do they fight him off best they can, but then
they're gonna lose, and then just a broom comes from out of frame, and it's just gone. Yeah.
Oh, you think the humans save them? I was gonna say the rat Avengers come and save them.
Well, I want the human to boy, more of those cats every day because we need more setup.
Maybe that just happens at the very beginning when we're following Stuart before he leaves his house. Like a cat comes at him.
And you go
and
get
then
little doggy.
Stuart's family is now super southern for some reason.
Well, I thought it was gonna be like Stuart was so popular that it's like a random guy. It was like, watch out, Stuart.
Okay, yes. So they get taken. So who comes and saves them? Roddy?
Roddy flies in a quadcopter drone.
Yes, a fucking drone comes and saves them.
Yeah, and he goes, and then how about Roddy and Ralph are already a team?
I think Roddy, Ralph, and Ratatouille are already a team. I think they're all already a team.
Yeah, because
and then they're
he
just
comes down on the
Stuart.
drone, but he's saying pew 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 pew, and then and then lasers start coming off at the cat.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
and then he goes "Get up here, governor!"
And then he's like, "We're going to the restaurant," and then that's when we go meet Ratatouille.
And then Stuart's like, "I'm not hungry," and the rest of the three of them start laughing, but Stuart doesn't know why.
Yeah. But then he does eat because Ratatouille's an amazing cook.
And the restaurant is where we serve justice to cats.
The whole time, it's like that good scene that's in every movie. It's usually about a bad guy where you meet the bad guy and he's cooking, but he's like being very scary and menacing about it. And then as he's cooking, he just shoots the guy he's talking to. This is that scene, except Ratatouille's a good guy and he doesn't kill
how in
a
every
guy.
movie there's a scene where the bad guy is cooking and then shoots a guy.
Not every. It's just a common scene.
Yeah, every movie I've ever seen has that. Yeah, it was my favorite part of Star Wars.
Ratatouille's just cooking.
You know, when Darth Vader's cooking pancakes and then shoots a guy.
How?
Oh, I'll be okay.
So Ratatouille makes them aware of the situation, and then the cats do raid the restaurant and they kidnap Ratatouille, and then
does Ratatouille mind control a cat?
I don't think so. Maybe he does it first and he fights off the cats, but then they do overwhelm him. Ratatouille, their leader, needs to be taken out of the picture so that Stuart is forced to step up.
Oh, this will be good too. The rat that he mind controls, the other cats without hesitation take him down.
Yeah, the other cats just killed. Yeah.
They're ruthless. And then we get to show that the cats are bad.
Because again, remember, it's not mind control, it's body control. So he's making the one cat fight his friends and he's like, I can't control it, and then they just kill him. He's like, oh god, no, don't, and then they just kill him because cats are ruthless.
Okay.
So
I like that.
So Ratatouille's gonna get kidnapped so that Stuart has to kind of accept the stakes and step up to this is kind of like in the Matrix when they have to go save Morpheus. Neo decides I'm gonna step up. I'm gonna step up to the streets.
Yeah.
So then what Stuart learns, so then Stuart hones his illusion magic and he can project it. Does he just have low-key powers from the Marvel movies?
Yeah, I was trying to avoid that, but it just he might as well.
He can project himself in different places and pop around, but his illusions like Loki's are not solid. Except if he changes his own appearance. You can touch himself and he's still there, but if he makes a projection of himself,
it's still just all an illusion.
It's not solid. Yeah. Okay. So then they gotta go infiltrate. He's gonna fight the cat Percival.
Queen
Percival.
Her humans named her Percival because they're stupid.
So Queen Percival still voiced by Dylan Sprouse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I have full faith in his ability to pull that off.
Sure.
But not before we see Queen Percival cooking food and then shooting at that. Oh, I'm gonna get some good mileage out of that.
And then so then what is their end goal? Just to exist? Like, what happens when rats are?
I think that the cat gods. I think that this is bigger. The cat gods want to crush the rat gods, and they need to do it through
their avatars.
Cats. Yeah.
Okay. So then, what ramifications are there for the rest of the world now that at the end of this movie that the rats have kind of won?
The rat gods are at an eternal balance with the cat gods and prevent them from manifesting directly on the world.
Which is what? Okay, so the rat gods are preventing Armageddon, is what you're telling me. The catpocalypse,
Catpocalypse is pretty good.
It's pretty good. Okay.
Apocatlips.
And paw is spelled with a W.
And paw is P. Yes, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, and then Stuart learns, and then he's.
And there's our title, Stuart Little 4: Apocatlips.
Oh, there we go, Stuart Little 4, where he teams up with other mice.
And also, it has nothing to do with the direct-to-DVD Stuart Little 3.
No.
Which was universally panned.
I think we get rid of the 4 and we just call it Stuart Little: Apocatlips.
Oh, yeah, this is a reboot, not a continuation.
Correct. It's a reboot, and it's all the mice are friends, and I want to give Ralph a spin-off movie later.
Big time.
Probably
a prequel.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you want to add to this?
There's like a lot of whisker movement in the movie.
Okay. We'll make sure to draw attention to the whisker movement, I guess. It'll be good. What's your food pairing here, Frank? What are we eating?
Obviously, you're gonna be eating some cheese, right?
Oh yeah.
Because
any cheese or a specific cheese?
Kraft singles.
Oh.
Unwrapped one at a time, slowly, with care.
I guess it's got to be terrible. And what's our Mountain Dew here? What Mountain Dew would a rat like?
Probably just normal.
Just normal Mountain Dew with some Kraft singles.
That's what I call an American lunch.
That's what you call an American lunch? Is that what you eat?
That's what I call an American lunch.
Okay, well, that's going to do it for us. Thanks so much, everyone, for listening. If you like the show, please give us a good rating and review on Apple Podcasts. That helps us out so much. I need you. And if you know anybody who you think would like the show, please tell your friends. We've got a few guests coming up that I'm excited about. We've got Brock Wilbur coming back in a few weeks, and some other ones that you'll see. You'll see. Until next time, I'm Scott Owen.
I'm Frank Serra.
And Frank, what is our password for next week?
It's going to be Squeak Squeakers.
Ah, shit. We could have done the mouse from Emperor's New Groove. Oh, he's a squirrel. Never mind.